Hi, all. This is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where it's been rain, a lot of rain, and I don't see the violets, whatever the song says. Anyway, uh, today was sort of an interesting day on Wall Street, and it was an interesting day for me, as the nanny didn't show up. You know what that means? That means my daughter knew my phone number. She gave me a call. I said, gee, the nanny must not have shown up. How did I know? So I was pressed into action. Okay, I survived. Well, they'll be gone for about 2 weeks on vacation, so I'll get a little rest, peace, quiet, not complaining. I enjoy their company immensely. I learned a lot about how to use Snapchat from my 8-year-old granddaughter. Now, she should not know how to use Snapchat, should she? In any event, apparently she's allowed to use it for, I don't know, creating silly photographs, but not to send it. All right, in any event, I learned that you can do really strange things with Snapchat. And I also learned a word game that was absolutely captivating. I couldn't stop playing it along with my grandchildren. I don't even remember the name of it, but there were like 5 letters to scrambled up, and you had to fit them in boxes, 5, 4, 4, 3, whatever. It was a very interesting word game for an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a whatever old grandpa I am. You can fill in the blanks. I'm at least 43, right? In any event, I want to talk about certain stocks. I want to feature AMD almost every day because not only do I play it a lot, but it seems like everyone plays it a lot. So every single night, or day, or both, we will have charts of AMD up and a little discussion on AMD. Feel free to join the discussion, whether it be on AMD or any other stock I chart. I charted one technology company, AMD. I charted the Dow again. I charted 3 biotechnology companies that all had good up days today. And I charted 2 pot stocks. Pot was hot again today. So I charted the best of my Friday and Saturday stocks that I discussed, and that's about it. I didn't make any trades today. I thought about selling a couple of things, but I didn't. Probably should have sold. I had my finger on the sell button on AAOI. I don't like to go too long with a stock that starts to lose. We'll see how that plays out. I'll probably wind up selling it tomorrow. And I have some left of ATNM. Remind me to get rid of that. Okay, so not that it can't go up. Any stock can go up at any time, but basically I've had enough. I mean, I don't even know why I have the few shares left that I have, but might as well just dump them because it's a small fraction of what I had. Okay, so as always, do your own due diligence. My opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice. Talk to an investment advisor if you want to follow some of my ideas. I have some really excellent ideas, but every so often there's a clunker thrown in. Your job is to weed out the clunkers from the great ideas, and when you do figure it out, tell me, because I'm not sure which ones are my clunkers as opposed to my great ideas myself. There we go, sharing screen. Don't forget, of course, to subscribe if you haven't already to the channel, and tell your friends about me and share the link and write comments. Come on. Share screen isn't working? Oh, wonderful. That's not a good sign. There we go. Okay, so let's get right to it. Beginning with the Dow. The Dow didn't do much. The NASDAQ didn't do much. It was slightly in the positive. The S&P didn't do much. It was slightly in the positive. The IWM was the worst performing index, and the Dow was the second worst performing index. The RUT was the worst performing index. Even the IBB, I think, was flat. So today was kind of a flat day for all the indices. You can see that the Dow formed a doji today on the Dow. And let's see if I can blow this up a little bit. Now that doji finished just above support, which was resistance. I'm now calling it support. So whatever you want to call it, resistance / support, the Dow, although it be a doji, finished above it, even though it was a down day. So I discount this as being a negative day. I call it a neutral day for the indices. I'm still very optimistic in my forecast. I believe the Dow will take out the old high of 26,980 on its way to 30,000. So enough said about the Dow. I just want to take a quick picture. I want to give you a quick picture of what it looks like on the chart. Okay, let's take it from left to right, I suppose. Congratulations to JD. Nice call on Zyne. It continues to come back. It broke out of its downward channel. And with conviction, JD was very happy man today, as he wrote a comment, as he should be, as it hit a high of 940. Had I been in a buying mood, I would have bought this at the open, but I just wasn't into the market much today. I did my Qigong for a little too long, got up a little too late, and then I got that phone call. So blame it on my daughter. Very good, JD, very good. Where's it going from here? Well, the only logical place is to take out 949, right? And keep on going. I mean, this looks like the real thing, JD. I mean, certainly it could pull back tomorrow, maybe midway through. I mean, that's typical on a very big green candle. So if it pulls back to like 875, that would be normal. And then I think from there, it just goes up. I don't know what stuff they're making over in this pot drug company, but I'm sure it's some good stuff, the way the stock has been behaving and moving. Zyne, we talked about that, I believe, yesterday. AMD, the one we're going to talk about and feature every single day because of the high volume, didn't have the highest volume today. It didn't have the best of days, but it had a good day. When I say it didn't have the best of days would have brought it all the way up to the lower ascending trend line. Where I believe it's heading. So if it does cross that trend line soon, it's going to cross it at near $30, I think, probably by the end of the week. Dr. J should hit his target, which is 29.75. There's really nothing more to say. I would have been happier if it took out the high of Wednesday of 28.27, but it did not. So I want to see it take that out quickly in the AM, 28.27 goes out. I think we'll have a good day tomorrow, if not a great day. So watch that 28.27 level in pre-market even, could be meaningful. So that's my feelings on AMD. I continue to be very bullish AMD. Whether it's for a day trade, you would have done well today, or a swing trade like me, or a long-term play, I like AMD, excuse me. CVM, sell side. Buckhead Creek is jumping up and down, but it would be jumping up and down a little bit more if it had stayed and closed at its high. It pulled back off the 6. Let's see what the high today was. It was a good move today to 615, up 20 pennies, but it had been 650, gave back a lot. So on the whole, it's a good day, again, but not a great day. I do like the fact that it took out the high of 410, which was 647. So it took out the 647 high, so we don't have any double tops at all. I like this candle, basically. There was accumulation going on, although the volume wasn't great, but I believe it was more accumulation than selling. So we had a small green body, which is indicative of accumulation or selling, as it didn't make a big move, but it made enough of a move to convince me that we're on the right path. I think we will challenge this trend, this 650 level that we closed at, that we took out, that we hit today. I think it'll be challenged again this week. So I think 650 is going to be resistance. We have to take that out. And I think we will, en route to 750 or above. So Dr. J said last time, I'm going to take a little off the table when we get to 7. This time I'm going to say I'm going to take a little off the table when we get to 11. Yo, 11 for CVM. Next case. Gern. This stock has tortured Dr. J, losing a big chunk of profits and some investment on Gern. Back when it collapsed, only to have sold off most of it or a lot of it. Still have enough shares that I have an interest in it, going on up. I thought about adding today, but like I said, I got a little distracted today, so I did not add. It has a solid green candle closed at the top, all very bullish. There's no reason not to think we'd get a continuation of this trend tomorrow. It looks like a very good chance we take out 214 en route to 240. Very bullish chart. We like Gern short term, intermediate term, and long term. So I've become a Gern bull once again. Kronos, my favorite pot stock, along with CGC. I charted them both today. And let's take a look. Kronos continues to hug the ascending trend line. I'd like to see some separation here. It actually went slightly below and sprung back, which is a good sign, finishing at very close to the high of the day. Kronos is now looking much more bullish than it did a couple of days ago as it was making new lows. So the picture can turn around quickly, and in the case of pot, very quickly. You can get a quick high on Kronos. So Kronos, where's it going? We want to see it take out Thursday's high is 1712. I think it will. Then we want to see it come back up to the ascending trend line, up around 1990 a share by the end of the month. So 1990 by the end of the month. That's Dr. J's call on Kronos. That would be a beautiful move. 3 points by the end of the month. That's bold call on Dr. J's part. Let's see if it happens. Well, first of all, one thing step at a time. We want to take out Wednesday's high first. So I want to see a continuation of this, and then I'll be very enthusiastic. CGC, I'm enthusiastic, but not as enthusiastic as I'll be with another green candle that pulls away from that lower trend line. All right, CGC. Canopy growth is growing. It is growing leaps and bounds. And I mean that literally leaped. It leapt. It left the ground. It took off on 4-1. Its high was 43.28. It opened the next day at, or let's see, 4-1. Yeah. Is this a weekly? No, it's a daily. What's going on? 417, not 4-1. I'm a little blind. Okay, so the high was 43.28. The open on Thursday was 47.71. That's a hell of a nice jump. Big gap open. I like that. That's going to take a long, long time, if ever, for that gap to fill. So I like that. We're now above the 50-day. Negating all this bear market stuff that brought us down to $40. I mean, we're right at resistance. Today we hit 48.70, which is exactly the resistance that we have to go through. So we have to get through 48.70, and we're looking at more resistance at 49.86, and then we take out the high set on February 4th of 51.81. So we have a few targets, the immediate target being the high of the day here, 48.70. The next target being this high back on 215 of 49.86. And then we go to past 51. So we may pull back a little bit off of this line of resistance. If we do, it's nothing serious. If we pull back to say 46.75 or something like that, I wouldn't be too upset. Right about here. That looks about right for pullback, or even a little higher, 47. 47 is probably enough to pull back, and then we go through resistance. We don't have to pull back. It's just very often you do when you hit that line of resistance. Okay, so we bounce off resistance. We may bounce further before we try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. That's not a Dr. J-ism, that's a truism. I have no idea who actually said that, but it must have been a very wise person. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Was it Edison? He certainly had a lot of tries before he got that light bulb to light up. This has been a very bullish, ebullient Dr. J. Very happy about the winning stocks I discussed today that I think are going to continue to bring back and enrich us handsomely going forward. This has been Dr. J. reminding you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, to tell your friends about me, to write comments, to share the link, to give me a thumbs up, and that's it. I want to say this has been Dr. Jizzer live from Long Island, New York. Let me say shalom, sayonara, au revoir, arrivederci, avigazane, ciao. That means hasta mañana, or just a plain old bye.